Hello everyone, welcome to a new interview for all of our INFOENERGETICS and INFOENERGETICA followers. Today I'm glad to talk with Sergio Prado. Sergio is Regional General Manager North America of Soltec. Sergio, welcome, how are you?
Hi Andres, thank you. I'm very grateful to be in the interview. I'm doing great. How about you?
Thank you so much, Sergio. Well, this interview is part of our collaboration with Energyear after the celebration of their first Congress in USA, where Soltec has been participating. So first of all, Sergio, let us know what is Soltec doing in the USA market and what are their plans for the future?
Soltec USA and Soltec North America, which is a subsidiary I represent, is going through very exciting changes. We are growing in our tracker division, the single axis tracker division. We're gaining market share and getting new clients, going into new projects, new states, all very exciting because it has been quite a struggle to gain market share in the U.S. market. It's a very competitive market, the biggest market in the world, but with very avid competitors and very high quality expectations from our clients. Soltec is gaining market share. We're expanding into new projects with new clients. On the tracker division, we're also working on, as you may know, Andres, Soltec is a vertically integrated company. So in some subsidiaries, we do solar development, we do EPC, and we also do tracker supply. And historically in the US, we've only been focused on tracker supply. However, for the past 2 years, we've really entered a niche market of EPC and distributed generation in the northeast of the US. So we're executing a lot of projects, gaining some traction, developing an EPC team, and generally very excited for what is to come on the EPC division as well.
Thank you, Sergio. I think all of us know that Soltec, it's not only manufacturing trackers, it's also doing a lot of activities in the solar industry. But where is Soltec finding success in the tracker market in the USA?
Well, yeah, I think you said it before. Soltec is not just a manufacturer, right? We see ourselves as a holistic venture. We try to give service to our clients. I think the tracker market is going through a process of commoditization. The tracker is becoming a commodity, and Soltec wants to counter that process, that natural process that we're undergoing with high quality service. Giving our clients things that other tracker manufacturers don't, like installation services, like EPC services, like excellent customer service, going far above and beyond the engineering services that a tracker company might usually give, so that our clients have, our clients are encountering more and more complicated projects, right, as the market gets saturated, and we think that Soltec is the right partner to make those projects successful. Where are we finding success? So as you may know, or some of the audience may know, Soltec specializes in two-portrait trackers, right? Two-portrait trackers give you a lot of flexibility in installation, allow you to put a lot more power into the same space, allow for less grading, easier installation, less foundations. And we're finding that our SF7 tracker, which is our two-portrait tracker, is finding a lot of success in the northeast of the US, where land constraints are high, where irregular terrains are common, where the frost heave phenomenon is one of the big restrictions on the soils. So the fewer piles you have, the better the tracker will fare. So the northeast is definitely working out for us. The Hawaii Islands are a place where we're having a lot of success with our SF7 tracker as well. And now, we're very excited because a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, we launched our SF1, which is our one portrait solution. We're finding a lot of good feedback from our clients. We've already started supplying some of these SF1s in the U.S. market. And globally, we have more than 3 gigawatts of SF1 trackers supplied. But getting into the U.S. takes some time. It's slightly different than other markets, and we're seeing a lot of traction in regions like the ERCOT, the Southeast, obviously California, big projects that require very very economic trackers, and where the priority is ease of installation, let's say, and wind design, which is where our SF1 is coming in. So yeah, those are kind of the markets that we're moving around. We're expanding our client portfolio. More and more clients, more and more EPCs, more and more developers are taking a bet on Soltec, on a new product, a new company. And so far the feedback is good. Obviously, with the hiccups that our industry has, and that complex projects carry out. But generally speaking, very exciting times for Soltec.
Okay, thank you, Sergio. Let's talk also a little bit about how is the new IRA regulatory framework and the domestic content guidance. It is affecting the future of Soltec in the USA?
Yeah, so the IRA is definitely a piece of legislation that has us all very excited. The industry is very excited about the IRA. We're already seeing the investments come in. We're already seeing our clients doubling or tripling their portfolios because they're taking a big bet on the US market. There's a lot of IPPs from Europe and from other countries that are now taking interest in the US, coming in, doing investments, thinking of building portfolios, starting solar development, and obviously all of that is going to impact Soltec's business in the US in a very positive way. One of the challenging parts of the IRA legislation is the domestic content component. The guidance has come out as to what the rules are for achieving that 10% adder in the ITC or PTC. And I think the industry is still struggling to understand exactly how that's going to be applied. It seems that there's a lot of interest in bringing module manufacturing into the US. And from our understanding, that is basically what that added bonus is going to incentivize, the moving the supply chain of the module into the US. There are parts of the domestic content incentives more on the manufacturing side that Soltec is already taking advantage of. We're bringing our supply chain into the US, at least as it relates to tubes, to torque tubes, which is usually, generally speaking, 40–50% of the cost of the tracker. So it's a big bulk of our supply chain we're bringing into the US, partnering with local manufacturers to get the manufacturing incentives that come with the IRA legislation. We're not sure. We have not been approached by many clients that are interested in going fully local content, although there are, we are speaking with some of them to start exploring how that would look like in the near future. So there's definitely a lot of uncertainties still in the market regarding the domestic content piece. The IRA, is great because it's driving investment into the US, into the solar market. It's going to grow the amount of projects. It's and Soltec is here to take it.
Of course, yes. Thank you, Sergio. Finally, what are the biggest challenges ahead of Soltec USA?
Biggest challenges. I think, Andres, one of the biggest challenges we're facing is the labor market, right? We've almost quadrupled our US-based force in the last 2 years. So we've encountered a lot of difficulties finding labor, and keeping that labor within the company. the solar energy industry is experiencing a boom. You know, I think every solar company is basically fighting for the same resources. It's a relatively young industry, so it is upon every company within the industry to start bringing people from outside the industry, training them, forming the right apprenticeship programs like Soltec does, and really expanding the labor force so that it can meet the needs of an industry that should be installing 40, 50 gigawatts of trackers in 2, 3 years down the line. So that is going to be one of the challenges that we have right now, and that we continue having. And yeah, I think that would be the biggest challenge. Obviously, there's challenges around supply chain. We're working hard to get our supply chain, fully domestic and into the U.S. despite the uncertainties of the IRA guidance. And obviously working hard on innovation, improving products, and making sure we give clients what they need in this new market that we're experiencing. So I guess that would be it, Andres.
Perfect. Well, innovation is the DNA of Soltec, I think.
It definitely is. It definitely is. We are betting hard. Historically, our innovation has always been driven towards our main markets, which are Latin America and Europe. Now, Latin America and Europe are slightly different from the U.S. First of all, labor costs are much cheaper. So focus is much more on cost of the tracker rather than installation price. And we're slowly shifting. We're from the North America, from my team, from the headquarters we have in Miami. We're pushing to change the perspective that the company innovates through, and give them the lens of the biggest market in the world, which is the U.S., so that we improve our products. We have some great innovations on the SF7, which is a pretty mature product that we've been selling for the past 5 years. But we've made certain adequations or changes to that product to make it more easy to sell in the U.S. market, and better for our clients. We've reached out to all our clients, we've gained their feedback, and we've integrated that into our innovation process. We're also doing that with the SF1, and soon to be our I'm not gonna spoil the news, but we're having a 3-string tracker 1P that's coming online in the next few months, and that I think will also give us a competitive edge with our clients. So yeah, I think you're right. Innovation is in Soltec's DNA, and we're making sure we shift that innovation to address the needs of our American clients.
Perfect. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you so much for your time. It has been very interesting to know about Soltec's activity in the USA.
Thank you, Andres. Thank you for inviting me, and I hope to be here again in a few months.
For sure. We will be paying attention to all Soltec's activity in North America as well. Thank you so much. I hope you found this interview interesting, and see you in the next video.